Hello, my lovely, lovely bookish friends. I am welcoming you today from one of my favourite places in all the earth. It is sunny here and the Poetry Festival has finished. Dun, da, da, da. So I'm going to tell you this week all about how it went, show you clips. It was so beautiful and such a momentous, huge thing to do. I can't believe that we finished it. I can't believe that months and months and months of work are over, essentially. Oh, let's go through it. Firstly, I'm hoping that the wind is going to play nice, especially with my fringe, but I wanted to record the video here rather than the bookshop because I encourage myself, I encourage all of my staff to take a few days after the Poetry Festival to detox, to breathe, to take time. Beth, Lucky Sausage, has gone abroad right now. Alexia took a night away in her van. Like, everyone has just taken a few days. Joyce is about to go down to Oxford. Gabriel's going to London today, I think. There's just all of this work that we've been building up to, and this work that we've been delighting in. It's been such a joy. The Poetry Festival went better than any of us could have asked for or imagined. It was an incredible celebration, but we're all exhausted. We're so tired. So this week is a week of kind of being among the roses and the blue skies and stopping just to kind of enjoy what we've just done. And I think that's so important. I think taking the time to rest. In yoga, they have poses that you do after an intense pose. If you've done it just an intense deep stretch, you do like a recovery pose afterwards to make sure that your body is kind of absorbed all of that into its being. And I feel like that's what this week is for us, kind of that week where we're about to be absorbing in everything that's just happened. Apart from anything else, hearing 40 odd poets do the most incredible, beautiful, authentic, meaningful readings of their work was absolutely stunning. It was worth every bit of admin and email, and that takes a lot to absorb in those words too. I feel like I've been so full of inspiration, I now need to let it soak in a little bit and actually let those words that they've spoken, those words and those poems kind of settle into my heart a bit. And I can't wait for the inspiration that is going to come from them as well. I'm really looking forward to the creative output that I personally always experience after the festival. But also we've already been getting messages and emails being like, this has touched me, this moment was incredible. And that is just the most beautiful thing.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I just can't seem to get enough. I grab and grab and grab until I'm stuffed and it's all gone and you're all dried up. Yes, I'm the type to suck you dry and still eat, not just lunch but dinner too. As long as it means that I get to spend more time with you. See, I can't live without you or feel my face when I'm with you. My addiction to Eros has been going on for so many years now. And it always starts off with a how do you do, then a hi, I'm Kimberly, I'm pleased to meet you. So you think to yourself, oh, what a cutie. I'll do anything to get hold of this beauty. You pursue her, you put on your best suit just so you can woo her, but you do everything you can to get Kimberly. Kim is watching too. She's everything you ever dreamed of. She's unique, so you believe she's the one for you, but there's more to it than your eyes can see, because you don't just get Kimberly, you get Kim too.
We had amazing poets from all over. I've tried to record clips, there's photos. Please go and check them out on our Instagram and our TikTok as well. The Bookshop by the Sea on both of them. I was just blown away by some of the poets. I think Maggie Harris did an amazing poetry reading from her collection, and it really touched me. That was really beautiful. I loved hers. Who else? Bethany Handley has just produced a pamphlet with Seren called Cling Film, and she writes about accessibility of nature from her perspective of being in a wheelchair, and I thought that poetry collection was just absolutely brilliant. And I'd read it and I'd loved it, and what surprised me when she came and read it in person was she had so much humour and so much joy, and her poetry was so funny when she read it out loud. And I hadn't read it quite like that, and I think that's really extraordinary when you hear a poet read their own work and you get like a fresh perspective or like a new moment of appreciation. So I really liked that. If you haven't seen it, we'll have them on our bookshop.org page, and we'll link it down below in this video. Check out that one, definitely. Jasmine Donaghy was such a joy as well. I think that she shared quite a bit of her new writing. Her books, Birdsplaining, which is like nature essays, and something from Ruth. I've momentarily forgotten it. I'll put the link down below. Is a poetry collection with Ruth in the title, but I will put that down below for sure. See, this is what I mean. The Poetry Festival has fried our brains. We've just reached overload, but that was particularly beautiful, and she started sharing from her new collection that's going to come out, and that was a treat. And I feel like to hear poetry mid working out, you know, that's something you get at a festival that you just don't get anywhere else. People are like, oh, let me try out this poem on you. How does this poem feel? How does it speak? How does it sound? How does an audience react? And that's really lovely, because often poetry is quite solitary in the writing of it, and yet it's not at all solitary in the sharing. So that was particularly beautiful. Oh, I know, I've got the other one. This was the first time that I read out my own work, and that was incredible.
I move in the same way, the face of a cliff edge blinking, opening its eye and seeing everyone is
Aberystwyth Poetry Festival Day 2. I'm just heading into the library here, about to do a session with Maggie Harris. So excited. She is a beautiful poet talking about nature and wisdom, so this should be a really good one. We've had the morning, had some chocolate cake, feeling refreshed, and it's go time again for the afternoon.
Pots where rabbits simmer. Only these grandmothers smell of milk suckle at the breasts of Amazons and lowly country women whose babies make do with cow and gate, make room for others who will inherit the world. There are grandmothers who left those kitchens long ago for factories and offices, where the typing pool and the cleaning women all walk on roller coaster ledges, keeping their determined stares ahead.
I'm here at the National Library of Wales. We're about to go in for our evening event for the Aberystwyth Poetry Festival. We've got live music from Hayden Thorpe, who is doing his solo work now from the Wild Beasts. You might have heard of him. He's fantastic. He's going to be performing music. And Matthew Francis, who wrote a Faber collection called Wing. Incredible. Can't wait. We're going to have a little bit of food beforehand and then go up in.
guiding spirit of the festival. You founded it and you organise it. But you're a poet in your own right. You're doing something for Literature Wales this year, aren't you?
I am. I've been given the lovely award of being a part of the 2025 cohort for representing Wales as a poet representing Wales. So it's wonderful to have a platform for my own poetry and my own voice, as well as getting to host and bring into creation this festival as well.
And just because of what I've got you up here, you're reading tomorrow, aren't you?
I am. Tomorrow at 4:30.
Where? In the Bank Vault. Okay. Be there or miss out.
I think the standout moment for me at the festival was having so many poets come up to me and say, I feel like I'm included, I feel like my poetry and my words are wanted and my voice is heard. When people say that, when people feel seen, there's just this echo. I feel like there's this ripple. Not one session went past where the issues that are going on in the world, in all of these different countries in the world at the moment, was touched on. Every single poet mentioned it in some way. And I think there was just wanting to acknowledge the privilege that we have and the privilege that we are experiencing here currently, to be in a place of peace and just to be at a poetry festival, and what a blessing that is. And so that was really lovely. And yet what we were all saying is, in the midst of everything that's going on in the world right now, to be able to come together, to be able to speak words of peace and joy and connection and community, there's a power to that. Like, there's a power to not constantly fighting against the bad, but actually being a force for good and saying, we're going to bring this light, we're going to bring this energy, we're going to bring this joy, and we're going to do it together. And I feel like that's what the Poetry Festival meant for me this year. And it was amazing to see the staff team just step into all of their roles. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. I'm so grateful for my team here. We've got to know each other and love each other. And on Monday after the Poetry Festival, we met for ice cream, and we do something called Cosy Glows, with the aim to make you feel cozy and glowy from the inside out afterwards. So we all eat ice cream and we go and sit in Aberystwyth Castle, which is like a 19th century, not 19th, I think it's, I said that wrong. I think it's 11th century, 11th century castle, even more impressive and old. And we go and sit in the grounds and we eat ice cream and we tell each other all of the affirmations. Like, what have we noticed about each other? What's the moment that stuck out to us about what somebody did? Or maybe we saw, somebody giving a really beautiful small kindness to somebody, or maybe somebody did that bit of their job really, really well. Or maybe we're just really grateful that they took that moment to check in. And what's incredible is that we've built a staff team that honor this. And this is so important for me as a leader, that everyone is affirmed, lifted up, that everyone's gifts are acknowledged and brought to the forefront. So no one in my team does something that, everyone's challenged. Everyone does a bit of everything, because that's the job in a small bookshop. Everyone's doing the social media, everyone's doing this, everyone's, but also that the bits, the strengths and weaknesses that we have, that we acknowledge that and we support each other in those. I'm highly dyslexic, so I don't do a lot of the emails, or if I do, they've probably got spelling mistakes in. If you've seen me, I'm so sorry. But it's just so beautiful to see people coming together and celebrating each other's strengths, and supporting each other in our weaknesses. I love that so much. We've just just finished Aberystwyth Poetry Festival and we have a little tradition that we all come and get ice cream. I treat everyone to ice cream. What is this? It's creation.
Well, we've got a unicorn cone. It's got sherbet on it. This is salted brownie ice cream. This is Biscoff sauce and chocolate sprinkles. So, just, you know, read it and weep.
And we might go for round 2 on the ice cream as well, and then go and sit by the sea and eat it. And we do something called Cosy Glows, where we tell all of each other all of the wonderful affirmations and positive things that we've seen throughout the weekend, and just affirm each other and kind of debrief a little bit. So that's what's happening now.
Yeah, this is starter ice cream. Starter ice cream.
Round 1. This feeling post festival.
I'm very happy about this ice cream.
He was dreaming about the ice cream since yesterday.
This is the ice cream. Needed. It is ridiculously lovely to have finished the festival because we're all so grateful for how well it went. Unbelievably grateful, but also unbelievably exhausted. So eating ice cream and just taking this time with each other to just debrief and just enjoy and just have fun again is just so fun. My poetry reading and writing, I've just finished a creative writing master's specialising in women's spirituality and poetry, and I read from my new collection, Daughters of Eve. It's not out yet. When it's published, oh my gosh, fingers crossed for me, everyone, to get it published. I've started submitting it to competitions, to publishers, so please send me good vibes, good energy, prayers. I'm so excited to share that, and it focuses on retelling women's stories from the Bible. So all of the women who've been maybe written out or maybe weren't named, Lot's wife, Potiphar's wife. So we're here in the butterfly house with the lovely owner Neil, and he's showing me around the different butterflies. I used to do some work here, so I spent an idyllic summer when I was raising money to open the bookshop, gluing little pupae onto sticks.
It's a popular job.
That was my
That's a very good job.
Yeah, it was very good, and we got to open boxes and see all the little golden pupae inside. Yeah,
they are
was my
like jewels.
Yeah.
True jewels, and then they come out and
Stunning.
yeah, beautiful.
I am in the butterfly house, which is very close to Aberystwyth and one of my favourite places in the world because I used to work here. This here is a malachite, the green one, and we've got the beautiful pearl butterfly here, and behind me on this leaf here is the blue morpho. She's absolutely amazing. I'll show you what she looks like with her wings shut as well. But one of the beautiful things about butterflies is just how ephemeral they are and how strong. They survive so much, and they're really my spirit animal. I just get so happy in here with the sunshine and the wings opening. It's just one of the happiest places.
Do go on in.
These will hatch into the butterflies.
Big.
This is after caterpillar.
So
Oh,
that's-
she's a bit movie.
That's an owl. Yeah, they all move. They wriggle because they can get little
She's a bit wriggly.
parasitoid wasps size of ants come and try and lay their eggs in there, and if they wriggle they break off the ovipositor.
Do they mind being picked up like this if we're
Not-
careful?
Well, not really. We're not doing any harm.
No.
As you say, they're kind of tough. There's no problem. If they've just changed, then they're as soft as butter.
Yeah.
But right now, these have hardened off. Animal kingdom happening right in there. Wow. So it doesn't look like anything happens on the outside, but on the inside, there's massive changes.
Massive changes.
So this is interesting. What does that remind me
It looks like a leaf.
of? A leaf. Yeah, and then, what else? If I hold it like this, straight at you with the silver,
Ooh.
can you see any animals?
Tiny rhino.
Yeah. Snake.
Ah, it's a snake.
It's a pit viper.
Wow, look at
ladder.
even the furry bits on
Yeah,
top.
so the furry bits are the bit I'm interested in because that is pretend mould. Yeah?
Pretend
Pretend
mould.
mould, and birds don't
To try
like
and put
to eat
people
pin mould.
off.
Yeah, to put the birds off.
So that the birds
Yeah.
don't eat it. And when they
That's
hatch
it.
into caterpillars, what will they eat?
That's the owl. So
That's the
these,
owl.
This will hatch into the...
What about this one?
These hatch into the butterflies. These are, so pupae, they're called. Pupa is the single, and it
Pupa?
means puppet in Latin. And
And they're what becomes the caterpillar, what everyone else calls a chrysalis.
that's the chrysalis, which is the Greek word for gold, chrysos, or the old Greek.
And this is the malachite.
Yeah.
That is the green butterfly. You'll have seen me.
Yeah.
They're quite sturdy as well, aren't they? Like they've
They've got to be, because the wind might knock
They're
them
beautiful.
around a bit.
And these ones are all ones that you've bred yourself. So
All
they're
of
still
these.
alive, aren't they?
Oh, very much so. This is...
Got a butterfly on my shoulder.
That means...
It's a malachite.
That means you've got an angel looking after you. Guardian angel.
Yes. What does having one on your hand mean?
Well, it's a mother of pearl.
Mother and
Of
an
pearl.
angel.
Yes. And if you make a wish and tell me it, it will come true. The one with the one on your shoulder.
I wish for internal and external peace.